Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and esteemed guests. I welcome you all to our 731st meeting of Chennai Toastmasters Club. The mission of every Toastmaster Club is to provide a supportive and a positive learning experience in such a way the members are empowered to improve their communication skills and their leadership qualities, hence resulting in greater personality growth and self-confidence. Before moving on to the meeting, I'd like to brief upon certain set of rules which is to be followed. Number one, kindly keep your mobile phones on silent. Second one is do not talk about taboo topics such as sex, politics, and religion. Number three, kindly sit in a silent atmosphere in such a way you can hear what the speaker is speaking. Number four, if there's any message to be conveyed, kindly use the chat box below. And with this, I hand over the control back to a presiding officer, Toastmaster Nadina.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Aishwarya. So a very warm welcome to everyone to Chennai Toastmasters Club 731st meeting. Before we get on to the actual meeting, I would like to emphasize something which is really important, especially on a day such as today. So we are going to have our ExCom elections today in the evening from 5:30 to 6. I urge all of you to please invoke the leader in you. We have noticed that even at this point, the people who, even though they are inspired to stand for roles, aren't standing. It's not whether winning or losing at the end of the day happens. In the end, it's about whether you gave the most that you have to stand. So as you're presiding officer for the past 6 months, there's exactly one thing I've learned, and that is the importance of understanding. So at the end, when you understand a scenario, everything in the universe conspires to make that happen. So fellow Toastmasters, I strongly urge you to unleash the inner leader in you and do stand for any role, whatever be it. Whatever it is, luck will favor you in the end. So on this note, I'd like to declare meeting number 731 open. So talking about leaders and how leaders are going to be, there's one such leader who has been molding over the past 6 months. Our Sergeant-at-Arms, Toastmaster Aishwarya. She's someone who has very recently joined Toastmasters. She's a very active member in the time that she has spent with us. And she's someone who is very eager to take on responsibilities and show that she can make it. So one such aspiring leader is our Toastmaster of the day. So without further ado, let's welcome Toastmaster Aishwarya. Toastmaster Aishwarya, the stage is yours.
Thank you, presiding officer. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. I welcome you all for 731st meeting of Chennai Toastmasters Club. So, moving on to the theme of the day. Looks like Toastmaster Nadina is very excited. So, moving on to the theme of the day. It is everything counts. Everything counts actually has two meanings. Every step which you take is beneficial, and every moment is an opportunity to practice, which has to be taken seriously and given full attention and full knowledge. So now let me begin by explaining the first meaning. Every step in the right direction is important as it takes you further towards whatever goal you're working on and whatever mastery path you're currently walking on it. So it acts as a further step towards whatever you're working on it. So, for instance, be it taking the salad, choosing salad or French fries, or taking the staircase instead of the elevator, or be it watching television, listening to nature and instead of watching television, it multiplies your life. Like you choose this over that, and that brings inner positivity within you. So, without wasting any more time, let me brief on how exactly a Toastmaster meeting works. Firstly, we'll be having a prepared speech session, wherein today we're having two prepared speakers and they're here to present their speeches today. Secondly, we will be having the table topic session where the TT Master calls upon volunteers and the topic will be given on the spot and the speaker has to speak for 1 to 2 minutes. Followed by which we'll be having the evaluation session where the evaluation will be given in general and for the prepared speech session. So, are you guys ready to witness this meeting? Great. So, firstly, let me call upon a general evaluator, Toastmaster Abhilash, to say a few words about him. He is a chartered accountant by profession and an enthusiastic member of CTM. So, without further ado, let me call upon a general evaluator for today's meeting, Toastmaster Abhilash.
Thank you for those warm words of introduction, Madam Toastmaster. Hi all, I'll be performing the role of your general evaluator for today. So, when I was going through the theme of the meeting, everything counts. And I felt in a way that was what the role of the general evaluator is for. Everything counts. So it is my job to make sure that everything, whatever is there, is going on in this meeting is going good, and to suggest improvements if it is not. And in that spirit, this ain't a one-man job. I have two set of teams to help me. One is the team of evaluators who will be evaluating the prepared speeches. Them, I'll be keeping in surprise and introducing them in the evaluation session. The other team that I have is the tag team, the timer, our counter, and the grammarian. So I'll be introducing them one by one. First across is the timer for the day. He is none other than Toastmaster Murali, a very enthusiastic member of CTM. And we would all want to be calling him by his nickname, which I believe is Otti. So without much ado, Toastmaster Murali, could you please tell us your objectives for the day?
Good evening, Toastmaster, General Evaluator, and my fellow Toastmasters. So today, as a timer, I'll be timing the speeches, all the prepared speeches, table topic speeches, and all the role masters. For example, for prepared speeches, the allotted time is 5 to 7 minutes. At the end of 5 minutes, I'll be sharing the green color screen. Like this. Then at the end of 6 minutes, I'll be showing the yellow screen, and at the end of 7 minutes, I'll be showing the red screen. At the end of session, I'll be sharing my timing report about today's meeting. Thank you. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Murali, for that concise introduction. The next on line is our counter for the day, Toastmaster Abhirami. To tell you all something about Toastmaster Abhirami, she is a chartered accountant and also a very passionate Toastmaster. She is currently working in a leadership position in Barclays Bank. Toastmaster Abhirami, could you please brief us on the R counter objectives for today? Toastmaster Abhirami, yeah, thank you.
I'm sorry, I was speaking on mute. Yeah. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. I'm managing the R counter for this evening. As a part of my role, I will be noting down 3 things. Firstly, the overuse of words, where we use a particular word repeatedly more often than required. Secondly, I'll be noting down the filler sounds like and lastly, the inappropriate interjections like well, so, you know, but, etc. Lastly, when called upon by the general evaluator, I shall submit. Thank you. Over to you, general evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Abhirami, for that concise and well-worded objective statement. Now, in line is our grammarian for the day, a very senior Toastmaster. He has been with CTM for 6 years. He is working as an assistant manager in Sundaram Clayton, none other than Toastmaster Guruvayurappan. Toastmaster Guruvayurappan, could you tell us the grammarian's objectives for the day?
Hello, General Evaluator and dear Toastmasters. I'm the grammarian for the day today. Today, my job is to introduce the word of the day. The word of the day is woke, alert to injustice in society, especially racism. Usage is we need to stay angry and stay woke. The theme of the day is everything counts. I will note down the number of times a speaker uses word of the day and the theme of the day. And my second part of my role is to note down good usages and not so good usages, and I will submit my report when General Evaluator asks me to do so at the end of the meeting. Thank you. Over to General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Guruvayurappan. A very contemporary work, keeping in mind the current situations that are going on across the world. And so this concludes the briefing session of the General Evaluator. I'll be with you all towards the end of the meeting for the evaluation session. So long until then. Bye. Over to you, Madam Toastmaster.
Thank you, Toastmaster Abhilash, for a well precise introduction of your role and for your team as well. So now moving on, let me call upon Toastmaster Kritika Gopi, who's a greeter for today's meeting, to say a few words about her. She is pursuing her Master's in English Literature at IIT. And without wasting any more time, let me call upon a greeter for today's meeting, Toastmaster Kritika Gopi. Over to you.
Thank you. So, good afternoon, everyone. I welcome you all to the 731st meeting of Chennai Toastmasters Club. So, first things first. To ensure you guys are active while I'm speaking, I'm just going to show this crochet thing over camera, and I want you guys to react to it. So, for desktop users, you can find the option right pen at the visuals, at the bottom. And for the mobile users, you can find it when you tap on the 3 dots at the corner, and you can find it inside that for the reaction. So let me start. 14th June. It is a World Blood Donor Day. Not everyone are eligible to donate blood. So if you guys are finding yourself eligible to donate blood, you guys please do it. Please donate. Do you guys actually react? I don't see a lot of people reacting. Okay, so if you guys are finding yourself eligible to donate blood, please do it, because blood is one of the components which cannot be produced artificially even after the development of technology and advancement in medicines. Donating blood is the only way you guys could save people who is in need of blood. So if you guys start donating blood and start saving life. Single blood donation consists of 3 different elements, which in turn saves 3 different lives. Start donating and start saving life. Guys, please don't embarrass me. Okay, fine. Over to Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Kritika. So now moving on, we'll be having a quote master today. To say a few words about her, she is a dentist by profession, and she is Toastmaster Chandini. Over to Toastmaster Chandini.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters. Yes. Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible, Chandini.
Okay. All right. Good evening, everyone. So today marks the 92nd birth anniversary of Ernesto Che Guevara, an Argentine Marxist revolutionary who was also a well-known physician, author, and a diplomat. There are a plethora of quotes stated by this legendary leader, and I'm here to share with you all one of my favorite quotes of Che Guevara. One must endure without ever losing tenderness. I repeat the quote. One must endure without losing tenderness. Meaning, to remain kind and gentle with others even when one goes through difficult times for themselves. While majority of the world's population are trying to go through with the ongoing COVID-19 crisis, or for whatever that may come or happen, let's try to stay stronger without ever having to lose tenderness or getting filled with bitterness. So, on remembering Che Guevara's words, we should strive to endure without ever having to lose tenderness. Thank you all. Over to you, TMOD.
Thank you, Toastmaster Chandini. Moving on, we'll be having Toastmaster Satish Babu, who's an idiom master. And to say a few words about him, he is a working professional at Kotak Mahindra Bank. So over to you, Toastmaster Satish Babu.
Good afternoon, fellow Toastmaster and dear guest. Due to this pandemic period, most of us lost a job and many businesses are affected. As a passion, I used to do for a side business for wedding decoration. Due to this continuous lockdown, and many big orders are cancelled. It is really setback for us. Now we are facing a difficulty to face a rental to our office. Now we are about to close our office also. One of my partner encouraged me with a small, innovative, and interesting successful story. The story is, have you heard this name of company Chacking? It's recently successful business model in Chennai. The year of 2016, they have launched a company in Chennai, but that time they were not well known to everyone and not a successful business model. And 2017, our government has announced for demonetization. That time, it is the biggest crisis for all the small scale industries and the startup company. That moment, the founder of Chacking, they came up with an innovative and marketing strategy. It is that they sold the tea the people who standing in front of the ATM. Then they make it in a video and post it in online platform. Then this video has went on viral. The company is well-known company to everyone. After the many years, now they have multiple outlets. Now it is a successful business model in Chennai. After the many years, the people asked him to that Chai King founder, Mr. Suresh. He said, "What is your business of successful model for your business?" He said, "When you are in a difficult situation, you come up with innovative idea or marketing plan. That is your success of your business." Here, my dear Toastmaster, my quote here it is, "Strike while when iron is so hard." I repeat once again, strike while when iron is so hard. Over to you, Tia Modi.
Thank you, Toastmaster Satish Babu. And with this, we come to the end of our introductory session. So I'd like to say a point about everything counts. I hope you can see a picture which I displayed right now. Every moment is an opportunity to practice that should be taken seriously and given full attention and full effort. And for this, we can take the example of the students' project work. Here are some of the examples which we can get from the students. Be it in the school days or college days, we tend to say these following reasons. The teacher doesn't check our work. She just checks to see if we did it. So it doesn't matter if I answer all the parts of the question. This is the main reason which we tell. And the second one is, this is just practice. So I don't need to show my work. Now, what these sentiments miss is the fact that although the work isn't counted for a grade, it matters. A Buddhist proverb says, or you do anything. Sorry. So a Buddhist proverb says, all you do anything is how you do everything. Now moving on to a prepared speak session. As I mentioned earlier, today we'll be having two prepared speakers. So now calling up our first speaker, Toastmaster Kartika. She is an academician working at Byju's. Before calling her up, I'd like to call upon her evaluator, Toastmaster Geeta, to share the speech objectives. Toastmaster Geeta. You're on mute, ma'am. Ma'am, you're on mute.
Hello.
Now you're audible, ma'am.
Yeah. Good evening, everybody. Toastmaster Kartika is giving her project 2, level 2, the humor speech. So the objective of this project is for her to practice the skill of public speaking in front of the audience and to connect with the audience in an unfamiliar environment. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day. Hello.
Thank you, Toastmaster Geeta. Now let me call upon our first speaker, Toastmaster Kartika. Killer combo. Killer combo, Toastmaster Kartika. You're not audible. You're not audible. No. I could hear some background sound. No, you're not. I think the Karthika's facing some technical issues. We'll call you after the second speaker. So now moving on to the second speaker, and she is Toastmaster Uma Rani. Karthika, can you scroll down? I'll call the second speaker. So moving on to the second speaker, Toastmaster Uma Rani. To say a few words about her, she's a simple girl and she wants to serve as secretary at a home club, which is Infosys Toastmasters Club. And for this, I'd like to call upon her evaluated Toastmaster Puneet to share a speech objectives.
Thank you, Madam Toastmaster of the Day, fellow Toastmasters, and a special evening to my target speaker, Toastmaster Uma Rani, who will be attempting from the pathway innovative planning, level 2 P2, and the project being connect with your audience. The purpose of this project is to practice the skills needed to connect with an unfamiliar audience. Timer, kindly note that the time is 5 to 7 minutes with a grace period of 30 seconds. Wishing you all the best, Toastmaster Uma Rani. Over to you, TM Modi.
Thank you, Toastmaster Puneet. Now let us call upon a second speaker, Toastmaster Uma Rani. So today, reap tomorrow. So today, reap tomorrow, Toastmaster Uma Rani.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, you are audible.
I believe most of us are the fans for a superhero movie called Avengers, in which a giant villain Thanos is targeting the entire world. Are we not under the same scenario? And there's one difference. Thanos is a giant villain and so he is visible. Whereas our tiny villain is invisible and will never inform us prior entering. Yes, who is none other than the so-called, the so famous Corona. And we are waiting for some superhero to save us all by producing a vaccine. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and the most welcome guests. Like I said, our tiny villain, Corona, is playing hide and seek with all of us. To hide from it, we are under this house arrest called lockdown. Due to this lockdown, we are not able to go out, meet our friends, and also we are not able to go to the office. It doesn't mean I'm workaholic, meaning I'm missing the food courts and the chats with my friends, etc. But there's one reason why we are allowed to step out of our home. What is that? To buy the food for our survival. And for that also, we are hiding from it by wearing masks and gloves and etc. But even that was not made easy because I see few of my friends are struggling to find the shops even to buy the basic veggies. And this incident Took me 2 years back because for buying the veggies also my friends are spending hours and hours in standing in queues. But the action that I implemented 2 years back made me to avoid those queues. It is terrace gardening. Of course, it's not my passion or passion, and my mom is the sole reason behind this. You know, whenever I do work from home, is there anyone whose mom tells you to buy tomatoes, curry leaves, corianders, and all? Luckily, I don't see any face, but my mom does that. Whenever I have my work from home, with a so pretty face, I used to tell her, Mom, please, I can't go. You know what she tells? Meaning, I'm always at home. She's very similar to the ones who tells you to come back sharp before 6 p.m. even during night shifts. She can't explain her more. I used to go, run, buy veggies, come back on time. One day I was telling all these funny incidents to my friend, and she told me something interesting and inspiring. You know, she told me about her hobby, terrace gardening. And she also explained me how easy it is to plant veggies in our home. So something struck me, and I came home, could see some Asian paint buckets empty, and started planting the tomatoes, curry leaves, basically for which my mom sends me to shop. Luckily, after a few months, all those seeds that I sowed reaping veggies, and I was very happy. Ran and told my mom, please don't disturb me hereafter. But my mom had other ideas. She gave me a handful of seeds, the meaning for which I didn't understand. Then she told me, hereafter you can stop buying these too. Meaning, she gave me the seeds of lady's finger, brinjal, bitter gourd, groundnut, something related with lilies, roses, hibiscus, oregano, aloe vera, tulasi, mint, in short, all her favorite ones. Before I could ask the next question, she gave me the other Asian paint buckets also for planting. It's clear that she thought I'm an organic farmer working in an IT company. With no option left, I sowed them too. And this time she helped me in watering and other gardening stuffs. See, we are staying in terrace, so we don't have any problem with water during winter. But the problem in Chennai is that during winter, water scares the city, and during summer, water scarcity. So when summer came, my house owner also came to the terrace. She saw the plants and got shocked. She called me. Now I got shocked because I don't want another set of seeds from her too. But she had other ideas. She called me. Uma, stop planting. I went, what? She told, I can send water either to you or for your plants, you decide. See, like I said, gardening is not my passion. But after putting so much of effort by me and my mama, do we even have the heart to stop it? Obviously no, right? So I just ignored her words lightly. I took her words very lightly. But then I understood she's a huge Rajini fan. Yes, she did what she told. She has stopped the water supply completely. I still remember the family reaction by all my family members. Meaning, is it all needed? But see, our ego won't stop us, right? So I just went to the downstairs, pumped the water, and took it to the terrace. And there were a few days when that was completely stopped, and I need to go to the streets to fetch the water for me and for my plants. Like these, there were other obstacles like my hectic project work when my managers don't understand and give me some strict guidelines, deadlines. And there were few pesticides affecting my plants. But still, I didn't stop and I didn't give up. I just had my other alternatives and faced them. Not just reaping veggies, this gardening showed me the magic of converting all my kitchen waste into fertilizers. Also, it increases the oxygen and air due to which the pollution is reduced. And also, it gave me some aesthetic feel without spending much. Yes, a visually appealing house. So with some little inspiration, even my friends started by planting their own veggies. Because even I'm able to contribute a little to our cleaner society. And to your surprise, my house owner is a very good friend of mine now, as she herself borrowed few veggies during this lockdown. Hope she remains the same. So however small your home or apartment be, try to plant one to reap the priceless benefits for you and for your society. As you sow today, you can reap tomorrow. Over to you.
Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster Umarani, for your wonderful speech. Moving on to our second speaker, Toastmaster Kartika. Before calling her up, I'd like to call upon her evaluator, Toastmaster Geeta, to share the speech objectives.
Hi, everybody. Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am, you're audible.
Yeah. Good evening, everybody. Toastmaster Kartika is giving her level 2 project to the humor, and the speech objectives are she has to practice the skill of speaking in front of the audience and connect with the audience, and that too in front of an unfamiliar audience. So, timer, please note the time is 3 to 5 minutes. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Geeta. Let's call upon our second speaker, Toastmaster Kartika. Killer combo. Killer combo, Toastmaster Kartika.
Can you hear me, everybody? Hello? Can you hear me?
Yes, yes, audible.
Sorry for the network issues. You have to bear me with this close Zoom face. In 1986, there was a beautiful woman. Sorry, there was a beautiful baby. Oh, and then
Toastmaster Kartika. Okay, I think again yet another technical glitches. So moving on to our next part, I'd like to repeat the 2 points which I mentioned earlier, the beginning of the meeting. Every step in the right direction is beneficial. Every moment is an opportunity to practice that should be taken seriously and given full attention and full effort. Now, these 2 points which I mentioned are really important, and we have to keep these 2 these 2 points in our mind. As the first meaning of everything counts says, it says as justify like laziness, because you may have so many opportunities in your life and you may take only one step and you may congratulate yourself, which is quite bad, I would say. You need to keep in mind that if you believe each and have has to be done in a perfect way. How can you not audible? Just a minute. Am I audible now?
Yes.
Yes. All right. Thank you so much. Now we will be moving on to a table topic session. And for this, I'd like to call upon Toastmaster Srikant Kuttikrishnan conduct the session.
Thank you, Toastmaster. Thank you, Toastmaster Aishwarya. Good afternoon, my dear Toastmasters and guests. I'm very happy to be the host for today's topic session. Well, today's table topics are in a way connected to the theme of the day, which is everything counts. And the ground rules for today's CT session is the speaker, who would be called at my whims and fancy, will have to speak for a minimum of 1 minute, where you would see a green card flashed on your screen. If you speak up to 1 minute 30 seconds, you would see the yellow card. And when you speak up to 2 minutes, you see a red card. That's the time when you need to wind up your speech. You are given a 30-second grace time, up to 2 minutes 30 seconds. If you cross beyond that, all your efforts of speaking goes into vain, and you have to stick within that time limit. 1 minute is what you need to speak. 2 minutes 30 seconds is the max. So that's it's all about your way of speaking today. And as I said, today's table topic session is going to be relatively connected with the theme of the day, everything counts. So, well, I was asking for a couple of volunteers to come forward, but I just got a few of them. I don't know what was the reason stopping them, but to begin with, the first person who volunteered is Praveen Gambhir. Praveen Gambhir, are you here? Are you with me? Praveen Gambhir.
Yes, I am with you.
Okay, here we go. Praveen Gambhir. Your topic is, if you were to count your blessings, which one would top the list? Let me repeat. If you were to count your blessings, which one would top the list? All the best, Gambhir.
How destiny works. This is one of my favorite topics to talk about because professionally I'm a gratitude coach, and nothing like counting blessings is the work that I do. So what if I am given a chance to count my blessing? What will count to be at the top of the list is my true life partner. Now, who's my true life partner? The one which actually starts the journey with the birth and continues till the last breath, and that's my body. The biggest blessing, the biggest gift that I have that stays with me throughout my life is my body. And I see myself a lot of times I take my body for granted, assuming that it is always going to be serving me the way it has served me for all these years. And so that's one thing which I miss out, actually showing my gratitude enough. And the way I can show my gratitude to my body is by taking care of it. Right from the way we started today's work, everything counts. So like the blood donation counts. So I can take care of my health, exercise, a lot of things I know I can do, but I don't do it. And that is another reason why I'm more grateful to my body, because it still serves me. It has never failed me. Right from my voice to my activities, everything that I do, it just happens in a spur of moment, just because I have a fit body which has always served me. So I would always top my body as the topmost blessing given by God to me, which serves me every time. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Praveen. Gratitude is all that counts. You're blessed with more abundance when you're grateful for what you have in your life. Thank you very much. That was very inspiring. So the next volunteer is Toastmaster Ranju Ramachandran. Ranju, here we go. Your topic. Mistakes are a fact of life. It is the response to the error that counts. I repeat, mistakes are a fact of life. It is the response to the error that counts. All the best, Ranju.
Thank you for the topic, Toastmaster Srikanth. Sir, so the topic which was given to me is mistakes are the fact of life. It is the action that counts after the mistake. So the most famous thing which comes to my mind is about Steve Jobs. So in the beginning of his life, he has got into major problems when he got into the computer business. So he did not think that he was going to be a revolutionary computer businessman. So he started with an idea. He had a friend who was actually building computers, and he partnered with him, and he went on to launch these computers. And initially, he had a lot of trouble in getting the funding and other aspects. And if he didn't have the will in himself to really come forward and make his vision into a true reality, we wouldn't be using the gadgets and the computers that we use today. The much more modern smartphone that we use today has born out of a 2007 smartphone which Steve Jobs has made. So it is a will of a person in spite of all the failures that come through. Another big example that we have is the Elon Musk. So Elon Musk has launched multiple rockets via SpaceX, which has failed. And in an interview, he cries in an interview and tells there was a point in which he had no funding left and he was almost about to be bankrupt, but still he believed that one more attempt. And then now Elon Musk company is a company which has taken a human to space in the recent launch that has done. So what I would suggest all of us is that we are facing problems in our life. Always remember, there are people who have faced much bigger tasks and problems in their life and came ahead of that and really made a mark in their life. So whatever we are going through, hold tight and go through and overcome this, so that because future awaits for each of us. Thank you.
Thank you, Ranju. Thank you for speaking of two inspiring personalities, Musk and Steve Jobs. And as you said, problems is not that we have to run away from, step towards it, and you see the better side of life. And always we keep remembering that tomorrow is going to be even better than it was today. I truly believe in that. Thank you very much, Ranju, for that inspiring words. And next, our speaker, well, I have to pick and choose, not much volunteers have come forward, will be Syed Sultan. Syed Sultan, are you with me?
Yes, I'm with you.
Here we go. Your topic is, what exactly are the little things that count in life? What exactly are the little things that count in life? Over to you, Syed Sultan.
TT Master, fellow Toastmasters, and guests, good evening. What are those little things that count in our life? So the answer for this are those little things which we do. So there are many things we do. So few things, like they might weight very small in the scale, but if we keep doing it constantly, so they have a greater impact on our life. For example, let us say that I am a man, but if my hobby, my passion is to cook, so I have tried my hand in cooking. So I don't cook some big stuffs. So I have tried my hand in cooking few small things. So, but I keep doing it regularly. So this is a very small thing. So I just make tea, I just make roti and few different stuff. I try my hand on those stuffs. So these are very small things which give me joy, but I keep doing it regularly. So you do any little thing, but keep doing it constantly. It will have a great impact in your life. Similarly, like cooking, there are many other things. Like during this lockdown, I have developed the passion of writing. So I keep writing some few small things, but I am making sure that I do it constantly so that it has a great impact in the future. So the little things which you do it regularly. So those brings some kind of joy. With this, I hand over the control to TT Master. Over to you.
Thank you, Syed Sultan. Nice to know that you're multi-talented. You're very good at cooking. At least you're making an attempt. That's what I understood. And I'm sure your future bride is going to be very lucky that she can give the entire responsibility of cooking to you. And she can keep her feet on top of the table and enjoy your cooking. Thank you very much, Syed. So the next speaker would be Jimmy Patros. Jimmy, are you with me, Jimmy?
Yes, Srikanth, I'm with you.
Here we go. Your topic is, it is not the years in your life, but the life in your years that counts. I repeat,
It is not the years in your life, but the life in your years that counts. To you, Jimmy.
Thank you. Thank you for the topic, TT Master. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. So it is absolutely true that the life in your years is what counts, not the years in your life. So a very good example is that a man staying healthy. So as long as he is healthy, he is happy. He is a resourceful person for the society, for the country, more importantly for his family. And when health deteriorates, I mean, it's very difficult to, do the daily chores, and you become a burden for the people around. Of course, there will be loved ones who are taking care of us, but then are we living the life to the fullest? So it's very important that we should enjoy the life, because it's only one life. So be very happy, do the things that keeps you happy, and don't live a life for others. Live the life for yourself, what you feel right, what keeps you happy. Try to do that. And the righteousness in you is very important. So it's also important that you should not harm a fellow being. Over to you, TD Master.
Thank you. Thank you very much. That's what I believe also in my life, to do the right thing. And that's what we call dharma in Sanskrit. And that keeps you happy for the rest of your life. Thank you very much for those lovely words that you have spoken. Now, it's time to call our veteran, Madam DTM Nina John. Ma'am, are you with me?
Yes.
Hello.
TT Master, can you hear me?
Yeah, Nina ma'am, can you hear me?
Yes, loud and clear.
Yeah, here we go. Not everything that can be counted counts, and not everything that counts can be counted. I repeat, not everything that can be counted counts, and not everything that counts can be counted. Over to you, madam.
Toastmaster Day, fellow Toastmasters and guests. When the agenda came, the word of the day was woke. And I'm just thinking to myself, middle of the afternoon, Sunday afternoon, all of us should be fast asleep. We're all attending Toastmasters. So we decide to stay awake. Now they're telling us to be woke. What is that supposed to be all about? I haven't the faintest clue. The ones who need to be woke are the ones who create problems for others. We need to call out people who created problems for others or do any of those things. But the people who are actually woke are the ones who make a big hue and cry when some small issue happens. In exactly the same way, not everyone who stands up to be counted is doing something worthwhile. And when we do count, we need to understand why we're doing all of these things. So, thoroughly confusing topic, thoroughly confusing way of looking at it. And we need to understand, if we're standing up to be counted, why are we standing up? Is it for a principle? Is it for a value? Or is it simply because everybody else is doing it? And if we want to do something in our lives that is worth being looked after or looked up to or being emulated, then it's worth being for people to say, stand up and be counted, because this is the one person who said this has to be done and stood regardless of what the others did. So Toastmaster of the Day, fellow Toastmasters, thank you for a very confusing topic. I hope you all are as confused and unconvinced as I am. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you very much for keeping us all confused and at the edge of our seat. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
And our next speaker would be Toastmaster Nanda. Toastmaster Nanda, can you hear me?
Yes, I can
Nanda,
hear
are
me.
you there? Yeah, I can hear you. So here we go, Nanda. Your topic is, don't count your chickens before they hatch. I repeat, don't count your chickens before they hatch. Over to you, Toastmaster Nanda.
Good evening, Toastmasters and guests. In life, we are all always in search of success, and we earn every moment for success. But one mistake which everyone does is we take some baby steps towards success, and then we think we have done a good job. And then we step back and look around and see, we become very proud of what we achieved and get probably lazy or not moving forward. Then after a while, when we take the next step, we realize that the world has moved far ahead of us. So success is nothing but small baby steps taken consistently over the period of time. Don't get too happy or too satisfied if you meet with small success. Remember, success is not the destination. It is a journey. You need to keep taking small steps as you move along, slowly enjoying the process and not get complacent or held back. So my dear friends, don't count your chickens before the hatch. The chickens are when you reach the actual destination, which will never come. You need to move forward, keep moving forward, have trust in yourself, in abilities, and slowly move on. Thank you, PT Master.
Thank you, Toastmaster Nanda. That was very inspiring. We always keep moving forward. We always keep pushing the goalpost ahead of us, not staying where we are right now, and we keep moving forward. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for those kind words, and very inspiring it was. And our next speaker is, as always, our champion speaker, Toastmaster Nadira. Nadira, are you with me? Nadira? I think we have lost audio with Nadira. Adil, are you available? Adil? Toastmaster Abraham Zakaria? Okay. Toastmaster Rick? Yeah. Toastmaster Abraham, sir. Nice to see you, sir. Nice to see you.
Yes, thank
Sir,
you.
will
Thank
be
you.
our next TT speaker.
Yeah, tell me.
And yes, sir. Your topic is, when people think and believe and plan are important, what they do is they think that counts the most. I repeat the topic. When people think and believe and plan are important, what they do is the thing that counts the most. What they do is counts the most. You want me to repeat the topic?
Please, sir.
When people think and believe and plan are important, but what they do is the thing that counts the most. Over to you, Toastmaster Abraham Zakaria.
Table topic master, fellow Toastmasters, and esteemed guests. Good afternoon. Believing and planning, and you have a bias. That is what the topic is all about. We always have a bias. It may not be the objectivity, but the subjectivity in you will make the things confusing, or what you want to achieve. In Toastmasters language, I can say we have something called selective listening. People, what they say, we listen, so we hear, but we may not listen. So that listening part, only you, what you want to listen, only you listen. So you plan so many things, you want to listen so many things, but you really listen only what you want to listen. So there is a subjectivity within you, not that you don't want, but because of our bias. So that bias, sometimes the bias is also good. Sometimes the bias may counterproductive. So bias has to be removed. Maybe the bias is our environment, the way we live, the way we take things for granted, and so many things are the near ones and dear ones, all these are. But you remove all these and you work on an objective, then that bias can be removed, then the actual planning can happen. Otherwise, always there is a bias in your planning and preparation. Thank you. Over to Table Topic Master.
Thank you, DTM Abraham, sir. We need not be biased towards the decisions that we take. We should be working with an open mind. Thanks for that message. And our next speaker would be Toastmaster Rekha. Ma'am, are you there?
Yes. Am I audible?
Yes, you are. Here we go. Your topic is, you cannot have a positive life and a negative mind. I repeat, you cannot have a positive life and a negative mind. Over to you, Toastmaster Rekha.
Yeah, thank you very much, Shrikant, for giving me this opportunity to speak in the table topics session. So your topic reminds me of my ideology. My ideology is like from my, for a very long period, is like whatever happens is for good. So I always believe whatever happens is for good. In this COVID period, I started realizing like what has been happening in the last few years in my life. Like 5 years ago, like I was in a proper corporate company, and then I hated my job. I quit my job and I don't know what to do. And then I started taking training for other institutes, and one opportunity led to another opportunity. And then there was an incident where I had to take an online training for another organization, and I actually was paid peanuts, but I accepted it. But that gave me an idea that I can also take online training for people across the globe. And that is what is helping me. For the last 3 years, it has gradually grown, like 1 student per month. And now I need not step out of the house for my survival. Not only survival, I can be in a better position. So now, recent days when I was reflecting upon like everything happens for good, now I realize like why I quit my job and why I started taking training and why I started online training. Everything has a meaning. So I believe all is for good, and I hope like this correlates with your topic, and I'm grateful for my life. Thank you for this opportunity, and I'm happy to join again with CTM family. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you, Toastmaster Rekha. We are very happy that you're living a life that you always wanted to live.
Exactly.
An online training business. God bless you with more prosperity. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So the next speaker again is a very veteran Toastmaster. I mean, he's very amazing. He's an entertaining speaker. You can go on speaking about him. Multi-talented. He's none other than Toastmaster Nagendra Bharati. Toastmaster Nagendra Bharati, are you with me?
Yeah, good evening, TT Master.
Good evening, Toastmaster. Your topic: believe that life is worth living, and your belief will help create the fact. I repeat, believe that life is worth living, and your belief will help create the fact. Over to you, Toastmaster Nagendra Bharati.
Yeah, of course. It's all only in our belief. If you believe, if you think positively, definitely positive things will happen. If you believe your life is worth living, that belief itself will make your life as worth living. Now, in this time of, again, we have to quote our coronavirus one day. In this time of distress, many people might be having some mental issues because everything is to be cleaned. Everything is to be cleaned again and again. And people get into a lot of doubts. Whoever we meet, whether they wear the mask or whether they keep the social distance, we get into thinking that do they have that virus, whether it will come to me. With that, whether my family will also get affected. So these type of thinking is getting into the minds of the people nowadays. So many people are getting into talking to psychologists and psychiatrists to come out of this feeling. But after all, life is worth living. That type of positive feeling one should get. We have come across so many things. We have seen that 100 years back, we have seen there were so many diseases, and people have come out of those diseases. Not only health-wise, even wealth-wise, there was many financial crises. People have come out of that. So in that way, this disease and this type of problems will also go out. We have to positively believe that life is worth living. Whatever is coming to our way, we can manage it, we can handle it, we can definitely come out of that. That type of belief, if we have, definitely life, that will become a fact, and the life will become worth. So that type of worthy living, let us all be mentally and physically healthy to face this crisis and come out of that, because If we think life is worth living, definitely our life is worth. Thank you. Over to you, TT Master.
Thank you, Toastmaster Nagendra Bharati. It was indeed very inspiring to hear that the collective wisdom and the willpower of mankind can never be subdued by an invisible enemy called the coronavirus. We are much stronger, and we are all, let me tell you, let me repeat, we are all children of the higher consciousness, and there's no way that we are going to be cowed down. It is just a pause. It has not come to stay, but it has come to pass. We are going to come out of this stronger, much better, because we are all blessed with abundance in our life, and we are going to enjoy that. Thank you very much. And I have just about a little time to squeeze in one more topic, and I'm not sure whom to call. Would any one of you would like to volunteer? It's a very simple topic. I mean, the showstopper for today's TT session is going to be a simple topic. Anybody would like to volunteer? Come on, a very simple topic. I mean, even if it is a role player who would like to come forward, because I just have another 3 minutes. I have time up to 5:05. So, oh, Geeta Shroff, here we go. So Geeta Shroff is going to be our last speaker for today's TT session. And Geeta, can you hear me? Geeta, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, Toastmaster. Am I audible?
You are. You're very much audible.
Yeah, because I've been having a little bit of internet issue since
okay, fine.
The start of this meeting. Yeah.
Everybody are now connected internet. So there seems to be a lot of internet traffic going all over the IP providers. So here we go. Your topic is, what counts in a person's life? What counts in a person's life? Over to you, Toastmaster Geeta Shroff.
Yeah, good evening, everyone. So the most important thing, at least to me, is to be happy with my family all around. In fact, I feel very blessed during this time of COVID, because my son, who is in Bangalore most of the time, who just comes only for 2 days in a couple of months, or sometimes after 3 or 4 months, has been with me since almost 3 months. So this is really important for me, that we all stay together as a family and enjoy our time together. So the most important thing to me is to be happy with your family around you. And I really feel blessed for that. And moreover, this COVID has taught us a lot of patience, so that, we are able to manage without the domestic help. There are so many things happening in the house. My daughter helping me around with my household chores, learning to do something different apart from like only talking about her studies or doing things only related to her studies, her school, her college. So there is a lot of learning happening in the house. So this is very important to me, to bond together as a family and to be happy. And most important, it's like, you're sharing it's like you're sharing your time, everything together at this point of time. And it really makes me happy to have my family around me. So this is very important for me, having my family around me. Yeah. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day. Table topics master, Toastmaster Shrikant.
Thank you, Toastmaster Geeta Shroff. I'm very happy that your son is back with you. In fact, I always believe the entire mankind, every person walking on this planet Earth, is one big family, and we are all connected at the higher level. So even if one person is hurt, I'm sure the entire mankind is going to be hurt. We have to live by living a life of sacrifice and uplifting others. With these words, I would like to request our timer to please read out the names of qualified TT speakers.
Hello, TT Master. All these speakers are eligible.
Could you please read out the names so that voting would be a little easier for our members?
First,
all the names.
TM Praveen Gambhir.
Okay.
You want to read at the time also?
No, not necessary. That the timer would do. Just the names.
TM Praveen, TM Syed, Toastmaster Jimmy, Distinguished Toastmaster Nina, Toastmaster Nanda, DTM Abraham, Toastmaster Rekha, Toastmaster Nagendra Bharati, Toastmaster Geeta. Thank you.
Thank you, timer. And thank you all once again. It was a pleasure to host the TT session. I really enjoyed it. All of you were amazing. The way you spoke was really inspiring. Thank you very much. You made my day. I hope and pray you have a very blessed week ahead. Over to the Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Aishwarya.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shrikant Kuttikrishnan, for conducting such an innovative session. Now, coming to the final part of the meeting, which is nothing but the evaluation session. And for this, I would like to call upon a general evaluator, Toastmaster Abhilash.
Thank you, Madam Toastmaster. I was wondering on how to start off this evaluation session when I just remembered that our Courtmaster today mentioned that today was the 92nd birth anniversary of Che Guevara. And I realized while people may not be as old as 92, we have 3 persons in our club celebrating their birthday today. And what better note than to start this off by wishing them all a happy birthday. Happy birthday to Toastmasters Adil, Chandani and Pragya. Moving on with the evaluation session. So the evaluation session is going to be structured into 3 parts. The first one will be the evaluation of the prepared speech, followed by the tag team report, and finally the general evaluator, that is myself. I'll be presenting the overall report on the meeting. But before we do that, can we have the voting for the QIG and the others? Request you all to vote. So now moving on to the evaluation session, we'll start off with the evaluation of the prepared speeches. Today, Toastmaster Umarani gave her speech, and this will be evaluated by Toastmaster Puneet. To tell you all something about Puneet, he hails from Coimbatore and he's a mechanical engineer by profession. He's a very passionate Toastmaster. And without much ado, over to you, Toastmaster Puneet, for the evaluation.
Thank you, General Evaluator. Good evening, everyone. Once again, and a special evening to my target speaker, Toastmaster Umarani, who took us on a beautiful journey of sowing today so that we can have a better tomorrow. Now, let's see how we have connected well with the audience. With regards to objectives, I would say, yes, 100% we have met all the objectives. How we have done it, how we have connected with the audience, number one, which is a universal relationship between you and your mother, and how our mother pestered us to go out and fetch vegetable, and that was brought out beautifully. And I'm pretty sure most of us were able to connect with that as well. Number two is the choice of humor. My favorite one being when you said that an organic farmer, when you said yourself as an organic farmer being working in an IT, that made me laugh. And I also saw a lot of reactions. In fact, to be honest, it's the first time I'm actually having a phone focusing on a speaker and a big screen focusing on 25 plus participants just to gauge their audience reaction. And I must say, you did very well in that department. You're not just a storyteller, you're a credible story liver. Why? Because when you gave an example of terrace farming, which was again a solution to the problem which your mother used to, when your mother used to tell to go and fetch vegetable, that was a solution which you brought, and you have actually done this. And you're a credible person. You have done this. What are the results? What are the challenges you face? You brought that out very beautifully in this entire story of yours. I must say you have this empathy. You are also an empathetic speaker because you brought out that pain which people are undergoing for not able to get the essentials at this point of time, or they are facing difficulty. And now it was a good speech. Now good is always the enemy of the great. Now here are my 3 recommendations how you could have done your speech better. Your speech clocked around 6 minutes 37 seconds. There were ample room for pauses, and I felt your rate of speech was slightly on the higher side. Just reduce your pace, because to be honest, I did not understood your first 30 seconds of your speech. When you compared Thanos with Corona, I somehow missed it because I felt that you were very much faster in that department. Number 2, vividity. Vegetables have so many, we have colorful vegetables and they have ample of colors. I felt you could have taken a bit more liberty and bit more creative in describing how your vegetable farm looks like. You can, for example, there was this lush
lush red tomato on one side and slender, thin cucumber on the other, or even lady's finger, I felt you could have been much more creative. You could have explored more on the vividity aspect of your speech. And last but not the least, I like the way in which you use this conversational approach. But then when you explain that idala thaveya, idu thaveya, I felt that some of the speakers who do not understand Tamil might have missed. To rectify that, I felt you could have given a translation of that. Idu thaveya followed by the translation. Now, having said that, overall, it was a beautiful speech. You connected with the audience very well by your universal relationship with your mother and yourself, a good usage of humor, a credible storyteller, because you have done and you are complete authority, and you also given us a reason why we should do terrace farming so that we can do today for a better tomorrow, sowing today for a better tomorrow. And having said this, if you could just work on your rate of speech, pauses, try more exploring on the vivid aspect of your speech and giving a translation for the native language usage of the words, I'm pretty sure you can make your speech from not just good, you can even turn it into a great one. Thank you for giving me an important insight as to why terrace farming is important. Let's sow today for a better tomorrow. Over to the general evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Puneet, for that articulate evaluation. Moving on, now it is time for us to hear the reports of the tag team for the day. First on, I would like to call upon the timer Toastmaster Murali to present to us all his report. Over to you, Toastmaster Murali.
Thank you, General Evaluator. So here comes the timing report for the day. So as you could see, most of the speakers, role players, the speakers are used the timings mostly in the green zone and in the yellow zone. Rarely one or two speakers are in the red zone. So wish today we had a good time with all the speakers managing the time very well within yellow zone maximum. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Murali, for that well-presented PPT report. Now, before I move on to the accountant's report, I would just request the poll for the best TT speaker to be made available so that we could all vote for that and then move on. So thank you all. So now moving on, let us go to the accountan's report and let us hear what our accountant today has to say. Over to you, Toastmaster Abhirami.
Thank you, Toastmaster Abhilash. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. So before I present the R counter report, I would just like to highlight the importance of this report. So quality of a speech is determined by various aspects, right from the voice and the confidence that you demonstrate. One such factor is the number of filler words that we use. The best part is lesser the filler words, better the quality of your speech. So once I present this report, you'll have to make note of what filler words you're using and consciously make an effort to reduce them in the next speech. And one more thing that I would like to add at this point as to what is it for me when I do this role is in terms of there's a lot of observation that is required end to end. When you give a speech, there's those 5 minutes that you need to be really conscious about. But when you do a tag role, you need to be really attentive all through. And that's one thing that I picked up from here. And here you go. I'll share the report. Yeah. So first we have the flawless list of speakers: Toastmaster Abhilash, Toastmaster Murali, Toastmaster Guruvairappan, DTM Nena Ma'am, Toastmaster Nanda, and Toastmaster Abraham. Yeah. Here's the report. So I've categorized it into 3 columns with the interjections, filler sounds, and repetitions. The top interjections that were used repeatedly was so, and I realized that I use so thrice, noting so often. I think now I'm able to note the so's that I'm using. So that's the top one. And then there are a few filler sounds. The most of it is ah, and the repetitions out here. Yeah. Thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster Abhilash.
Thank you, Toastmaster Abhirami. They say self-evaluation is the best evaluation, and I'm sure you have also benefited by you noting those 3 so's. Moving on to the final report for the day, it is going to be from our grammarian Toastmaster Guruvayurappan. Over to you, Toastmaster Guruvayurappan.
Thank you, General Evaluator Abhilash. So today, word of the day was used broadly by DTM Nina John 4 times, and theme of the day was used by Aishwarya twice, Abhilash and Srikanth Kuttikrishnan. Apart, I think these are the usages of word of the day and theme of the day. Now, coming to good part is all the speakers and role players had no incorrect usages. So that is the best part of today's meeting. So I had marked down about the good usages, some of the good usages: invoke the leader in you, unleash, contemplate, precisely, plethora, hide and seek, workaholic, passion of action, interesting and inspiring, spur of moment, revolutionary computer businessman, emulated, and unconvincing, subjectively, selective listening, emphatic speaker, vivid aspect, unconsciously. And there are many more usages, but I am not able to understand some of the speeches. So, but overall, it was a good speeches by all the role players and speakers. Thank you. Over to you, Ji. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Guruvayurappan. Thank you, Toastmaster Guruvayurappan, for that wonderful report. Now, before we proceed, the polling for the best tag player and the role player will be made available online. Request you all to kindly vote. So thank you everyone for voting. So we come now to the final part of the evaluation session, the overall general evaluators report. A few good things and a few things that could, a lot of good things and a few things that could be improved. Our meeting today started with a slight delay, not that it mattered, but we started late by 2 minutes. We started at 4:02. But apart from that, there are so many good things today. The Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Aishwarya, had ensured that there are beautiful connections and also ensured that our meeting doesn't get disrupted despite the connectivity issues that we faced. Toastmaster Nadra, as the presiding officer, she ensured that, she requested everyone to check their audio and visual connections. So that was one thing worthy of appreciation. Quote Master, Idiom Master, and the greeter did a fantabulous job. Greeter was especially innovative. Thank you for letting us know that today was the World Blood Donation Day. The TT Master did an excellent job. Beautiful connections between each and every TT speaker with a personal note. One thing which I felt could be improved was to mention the topic in the format. So the speaker, topic, speaker. Then the evaluator, he was very articulate and his evaluation was very forward looking. The TAC team did a wonderful job. 2 out of the 3 reports were presented in an online format, so that shows how we are adapting to technology. Just one note of advice that where while speaking, let us not use abbreviations such as TMOD, TT, or GE. When speaking, we could tell Toastmaster of the day or Madam or Mr. Toastmaster, Table Topics Master. These abbreviations could probably be for return words. And that is all from my end. With this, I hand over control to the Toastmaster of the day. Over to you, Toastmaster Aishwarya.
Thank you, Toastmaster Abhilash, for your well-defined, precise report of your team and as yours as well. And coming to the last part, that people which we see are just right, and we tend, like, this question runs in our mind all the time, like, why do we need to have some concern about the other drivers on the road or the other shoppers at the grocery store, or let's say the other people whom we see on a daily basis? Because it's nothing but we have a small tendency of not meeting them again. Every interaction is an opportunity for us to practice good manners, kindness, and whatever, let's say, the negative impact, like if they don't like it, if you approach a stranger and if they don't like a particular approach, and if the vibe comes as negative vibe, let us take it as a practice. So practice makes a man perfect, right? So we shouldn't, go for one particular approach and then drop it there itself. Practice, practice, practice. So I'm not perfect. Nobody is. But we're getting better slowly and steadily, day by day, because everything counts. And on this note, I'd like to hand over the proceedings back to Presiding Officer Toastmaster Nadina.
Once again, thank you so much, Toastmaster Aishwarya. Wonderfully said. So on this note that she said, everything counts. This is my last hope, I think. I really hope that everyone on this meeting has taken a moment to think of what all you have to offer. Being a member to Chennai Toastmasters Club is the first thing that all of us have to offer. And the second thing that we have is to also offer the leadership skills which are inborn in us. So fellow Toastmasters, I strongly urge you, even now, please do unleash the leader in you. We have our elections exactly 10 minutes after this. Please do feel free to nominate on the floor. You will be, how do I say this? You will be most welcome to stand on the floor as well as a leader. So without further ado, let's move to the results for today. So because we had only one speaker for the day and the other speaker had connectivity issues, we will not be having a best speaker as well as a best evaluator. So starting off with the best QIG role player for today is our idiom master, Toastmaster Chandani. The best TT speaker for today is Toastmaster Rekha. The best tag role player for today is our R-counter, Toastmaster Abhirami. And the best role player for today is our TT master, Toastmaster Shrikant Gittikrishnan. So congratulations to everyone who has won today. We find so many people have, it's completely, when you see the poll today, the TT was so varied. It was almost everyone's game. So everyone's giving your best every day. So kudos to that. And apart from this, I have one thing we have to share on behalf of our members. So today is the birthday of 3 of our Toastmasters, Toastmaster Pragya, Toastmaster Adil, and Toastmaster Chandani. So please do feel free to drop into the chat and wish them on their birthdays. So on this note, I'd like to adjourn meeting number 731 to next week at the same time on Zoom call. So let's all just take a minute and smile at the camera. Everyone please switch on your videos and smile. So thank you all very much. The members who have renewed into our club as of the renewal dates of April. So everyone who is renewed for the next term will all be added into, have already been added into a group. So on that group, a link will be posted for the next meeting where only members will be inside it. So please do join the meeting as soon as possible. Thank you all so much for a successful 731. Feel free to unmute yourself and share your experiences with us.